By the way, guys, what I'm saying may be a little out of order based on the script. This is just to assist in you learning it. So if the scripting is a different order or you see me a little bit off, then just make the adjustment. Don't worry about it. It's just to make sure you have another way to learn this process. You know, it helps see it versus just reading it. Okay, so you show the Vibrex video. When you're done with the Vibrex video, what you're going to show them is the difference between the Vibrex versus vinyl. Now, what I want you to see when you look at the Vibrex, see, this is a case.
Is this something new? Because it's not in here.
She's going in. This is after video.
After
and
the video, I bring
Vibrex.
both
So
sashes over to the window to show them.
I'm just saying it's not in the book. This must be something new.
No, it is. It's here. It's
Yeah, no, I think it's.
window demo. I
It's
believe.
part of the window demo?
What does it say?
So after you just went from project or product evolution to video, and now the next step would be window demo, where it starts. I'll start with an aesthetic areas of the window that are not cost difference.
There's nothing in here about comparing the two.
Yeah, so then this would be different.
Okay, that's
yeah,
all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm surprised. I did not know that. Yeah, this is like the wow factor point because you're showing the slope cell now. You want to
Okay.
show the two windows side by side. This particular sample, by the way, guys, just so you know, if we're working with a sheetrock return and a pocket, we have to create a slope. So this particular frame is designed that way. So you're always you're gonna have a thicker
It
bottom
is this part
because
shown
we have to create that slope.
on the bottom.
But if you have I have to get you a different
Flip.
sample. You should have both with you.
Flip. No,
Yeah.
you're in the wrong spot. Flip.
My next thing
Now
is the
bottom.
window
Yeah,
demo.
that's what she's doing. The bottom slope cell.
Oh, it's starting with slope cell.
Okay, it's still completely. It's not in order to this though, Dan.
Yeah, but you're in the wrong spot. She's going through
No,
window.
no, no. Oh,
Yeah,
what I
all
said
right.
was that
I got you. Okay.
that
So just
in
follow
our
the
book,
video. Right. So
that's
let's-
not what
Let's
next.
follow the video and then I'll go through the book and we'll make the
Because the
correction,
video's
whatever it
not
has
in
to
the
be
book.
as far as order. So it might be there, might be out of order, which is interesting, but we'll correct it. So, yeah, right here's where I want to point out the slope sill because I have both of these sashes here. So you want to show them the difference. So when you're working with someone who currently has a sloped sill, like you're replacing a wood window, you want to maintain that. Our Vibrex allows us to do that. The material itself we can actually make to match the angle of your existing sill. The difference between the two is if you have a sloped sill and you don't have the ability to manufacture a frame that follows that slope, assuming this is your sill, your exterior sill, this is your window frame, what happens? There's a space. So they'll cap that with something, but most contractors, is not uncommon, you hope they shove insulation in there and then cap it off, but you don't know. That's going to come down to the actual installation itself and your awareness of it, but putting that aside, you still have a gap. Should anything penetrate that capping, whether it's water, whether it's insects, there's still, your existing sill is still exposed. So the idea is to match the slope of the exterior sill. That's what you want to do. In this case, that's why I said I want to get a different sample for you as well. In this case, you're talking about a window well, sheetrock return, where you have to create a slope. That's why it's so, that's why you see the different dimension. We actually have to raise it up and make that happen. But on our traditional double hung, where it's actually made, to go into an opening such as this, where there's no sheetrock return, you're not going to see this big gap. It's just a narrow piece. I'll show you on the outside. But that's what you want to point out. So when we talk about it not being a true replacement, do you know what I mean by that, guys, or do you want to walk out?
No, I know what you mean.
Okay, because your eyebrows.
No, you lost me on the sill though.
See, on this one, this is substantial. We had to actually build up this product because this particular sample has to do with a sheetrock return. So there's
Okay.
no slope. Nothing exists yet. So we had to create it.
In an area where it's a slope sill already,
It would not be this big.
It would not.
Right.
I got it.
Yeah, so the slope that's been created on that window,
We had to build it up basically.
but it's the same slope for every single window that we make. The difference is that buildup starts to increase
Correct.
as you need
As you need to build it up, yes. So, the angle itself will differ based on the angle of what they have, but yes, that's the idea, is to make sure that there's something that's there that the water can run away from the house with, so the slope cell. Okay, so, then what I want to do is you want to take, and it's going to be better with the other sample, so I have to talk about that. You want to ideally go to their window. If they don't have their window, you can use our sample window, but the idea is to show them which aesthetically looks better. So the idea is to take them to the window and show them the difference
None of this is.
aesthetically.
She's
You'd like to be able to show on the
some of it's
outside.
down here, which she's explaining. You understand what's going on, right?
Between, get the other sample for you guys, between the two options that you have. Hey. Sorry, I forgot. Show them on the outside in this case. I can't show you how this is a sample. You'll take the sample that we have and it'll fit right into the existing window, ideally, unless they have a sheetrock well, which you will be able to use. Or you can take our window sample, prop it up on the table and show them. The idea is to show them, it's like the wow factor, how the window actually looks aesthetically, which is gonna look more pleasing, which is gonna look more true to the integrity of the home, of what it should,
So-
like the builder
Is
intended it to be.
Is the point of this also to kill the fact that if you put a flat-silled vinyl window in a already wooden sloped window, that the contractor has to build it up, seal it, cap it, and hopefully insulate underneath it? We're killing it in that way?
Were you here a minute ago? Yes. You heard me say that though, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's
yes,
the point
I'm
of
trying
this.
to point
is-
out that it's not a true custom window. Aesthetically, it doesn't look right, and there are other issues you don't think about, but because of the fact that you cannot slope the sill on a vinyl window, there's additional issues of installation, where if a contractor doesn't insulate, even if they do insulate it, the reality is it's a hollow gap between your existing wooden sill,
Okay.
your existing wood sill, and the piece of the vinyl.
And-
So what if anything penetrates and gets behind there, your sill's still exposed and can still rot without you knowing it.
And we're showing that our sill is custom built to
Custom
their
built.
sill.
So you're talking about a true custom replacement. That's why I went from the expansion jams,
Okay.
the side jams, the head extenders, to the slope sill.
Got
Those
it.
are the things that relate to the fact that a vinyl window is not a true custom fit like the Fibrex would be. Okay, and then the idea is aesthetically to show it to the window. So if these samples are the only samples you have in your bag, you're not going to put it in the window for them. You can take the profile out because it's on there with Velcro and show it to them in their sashes to show them that the narrow profile itself. You know what I'm talking about with profile, right? You can just take this out and you can show them the actual profiles themselves. But we'll look at that tomorrow since I don't have that particular sample. But you should have both. You should have both sill samples in your kit so you can show them. So they don't look at this and think this is what they're getting, even if they have like wood windows now and whatever. That's all about installation. Okay. So as far as that goes, stop the tape there for a second.